What does Hue House do?
Why you
What's the
laughing?
Hue House? The Hue House or the Hue House?
Hue.
Hue. Right.
Sorry, it's gonna take us a while to settle it in. Your question was, what does Hue House do?
Correct.
What do we do?
That's the thread. Look.
Let it be known we are a creative agency. Let it be known.
A black owned creative.
All three of us own
Yeah,
it together
yeah.
as a team.
Very
Yeah.
much so, very much so. And I think very unique is what we individually bring to the table in Hue House, which I would classify who I am as a bridge builder, leveraging art, creativity, bringing people together. I don't know.
Connector, community, for sure. Over here, transparency, authenticity.
Yeah, I mean, I'd say like just visionary, structure, really like figuring out how creativity and business work together and like trying to bring scalability to that for more people, for sure.
But obviously, I mean, we're very focused on what we call decolonizing the marketing and advertising industry, which obviously a big part of that is us being Black, owning our business, but very also to that is doing what we can to work within our systems and structures to decolonize what it's looked like traditionally to market.
I know we were talking about the statistic where 8.5% of the creative class jobs are held by persons of color. We know that is inaccurate, right?
Well, specifically Black.
Well,
Arts,
specifically Black, the
exactly.
8.5%,
8.5, yeah.
which means that one, our stories aren't being told, our names aren't being said. You know, there's certainly a gap, and so for us to be able to bust that thing, wide open, because we know the talent is there. Like, we know the talent is there, so we can just usher in, more and more, like generations, herds of us. And
if our stories are being told, and again, I believe they are through fashion and things of that nature, our stories are being told, but rarely are they being told by
us. Exactly.
So
by
owning
us.
our narrative, owning our story, and things of that nature, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, not all of our clients, but the great majority of them are white.
Are white. Yes.
And I think a lot of times this conversation about equity or DEI in general can be one where people just get burdened down with, in certain ways, you should be, with the reality of what it has looked like for Black and brown people in America. That history is important, but also I believe it's important that just people in general, not just our clients, not just Hue House, to understand that, we're missing out on the opportunity that is brought when you have proximity to difference.
Absolutely.
So that is, again, the value add that we're trying to bring to this industry. Like, it's not just a box to check. This is, you are missing out, you know what I mean, on the value add internally as well as the benefit of it externally. Because again, those are, as a result, you will connect in a more authentic
And
way.
all this sauce.
Your stories exactly will be on point. And legit, that is, I think that's the work of just valuing other without, which again, I think that takes work.
Sure.
To decolonize what we have come to know as America, as well as just in the marketing and advertising industry.
Tell us about the block and how it fits into Hue House.
The block is the community. The block is the community that I know, that I have grown to love, that I am a safe space for them, and what we create with the block is that, It's engineers, it's architects, it's graphic designers, it's choreographers, it's culinary chefs who just need a space to be and a platform to be seen and heard as they are. Sure. But more than that, to be able to dive deeper into their craft and to be able to know and understand that they exist as a business, like the MCs, the hosts, like they are a business, and understanding that.
I think the block for me is, just like you said, it's just space, just having space is huge. You know what I mean? Space where you can gather with people who are like-minded, who have similar interests, and you can build, collaborate, learn from. Is just that point blank period is huge. You know what I mean? But to use that space strategically to take fellow community members from A to B to C to D, and not have to do that alone. Again, like you said, it's like, yo, you know, it's like, what is the EIN? I got my social security number. What is that? You know what I mean? Again, not have to learn. Everybody have to learn from ground zero. That's the point of community, is the fact that, yo, whatever I got right here, I'm gonna forward to you so you can leg up that and do even more. So I see the block as that space. But also we're creating a cycle where, again, on the Hue House side that you spoke to, Dave, our agency work, then we're investing in you as a community, and then our hope is that we'll be able to funnel you into that agency work to give you opportunity, because that's also what's lacking. It's like you don't have the opportunity to grow, to learn, so we're affording an opportunity, but legit, at the end of the day, it's like, again, who's gonna build the next Hue House? We're equipping them, whatever that name is, you go do that too.
We're building planes and training pilots and training engineers at the same time, right? To build more planes and train more pilots. And I think that's the beautiful part about it. Like, to your point of saying, like, is this like a rites of passage? It's like, to me, it's more like it's a shared thought process, because not everybody's gonna be a designer and can plug into what we do, right? But those same thought processes and that same structure that we talk about can be used if you're a painter. It can be used if you're a dancer. It can be used for any medium of creativity and art. And it's really not even, it's about you being able to choose. For me, it's about you being able to choose your destiny as a creative. Just knowing, like, a lot of the past and, like, just a lot of, like, my family heritage, it's been a lot of, like, firsts like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, my granddad was responsible for making sure, like, he's the president of NAACP in Salisbury, making sure, like, first Black people got hired at Food Lion. Like, got everybody stop shopping at Food Lion. So they, like, hired Black people there. And, like, I feel like we're doing, like, a version of that, like a 21st century version of that. You know what I'm saying? With this specific industry, of course.
Also, you know, one of the things that I say often is, like, what I look like has nothing to do with what I'm capable of doing, but what I look like and what we bring to the table informs, like, everything that we do, though, you know, everything. So I think that's dope that we're leaning into that more. People need to see that.
Sure. And I think, again, it's important for people to understand, I guess, the way we're structured. Again, yes, we are a for-profit creative agency with a social enterprise model. So what we do in our creative, what we do in a marketing realm, what we do with strategy is very much connected to the community in which we represent and which we're from, but also that we're trying to, I would say, create space for within the marketing and advertising realm. So, and what we do that through three things. Again, creativity, through community, and through consulting with our brands of how they also can become safe spaces in which we are for our community. So
I think that's what the dope thing is. Like, I feel like every company could use, like, a little bit of what we do. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I think what we do, not only, it doesn't just allow for you to be able to tell the story of whatever you're doing and sell whatever you want to sell, but it also makes your structure better. It makes the people inside your organization better. And I think that ultimately leads to a better world for everybody. So it doesn't even matter what stage you're at, like, just being able to constantly have somebody from the outside look through that lens and use that to apply to like your current system structure and a specific project really, I think, is like a value add to a lot of the clients and organizations and brands we work with.
Tagline, what can Hue do for you? Yeah, all right.
I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, see? Yeah.
How long you been sitting on that one?
Yeah, what can Hue do for you?